What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is your review for the Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 4, Episode 9. So, Tisha is talking to Marceau. She done called Marceau out to the car. She in front of Black. And she's basically talking to him about what her mom brought to her. And of course, Marceau is like, why does your mom insist on causing problems between us? Like, I'm just not understanding. And so for once, Marceau, he played around a little bit, but for once, Marceau really did answer Tisha's questions. And he said, listen, I posted on social media that I was going down to Atlanta. He was like, I was in Atlanta. I went down there with a friend. And so at first he wasn't trying to say who the friend was, but then Tisha said, well, what friend? So finally he does tell her it was their friend Chris, and he looked like he showed her a picture of the two of them, probably at the restaurant or something like that. And Tisha was like, I don't understand why people just insist on trying. Why do people want us to have a bad marriage? Why do people want there to be infidelity? Just because it happened with, Mel and Martel, it doesn't mean it's what's going on with us. And I just don't understand how people who don't know me could hate me so much and want me to be unhappy. Listen, let me say this, Tisha. And it's just my 2 cents. And I have made my own speculations. Y'all know I have. So I ain't about to, backpedal up off of that. But let's assume for a minute that there absolutely positively has never been anything going on in y'all's marriage. Part of the reason why the rumors continue to circulate is because of your husband. Because Marceau he won't give the answers. He talks in riddles, he talks in hyperbole, he talks in examples and alliteration, instead of saying, listen, I've never been out with Martel, cheating with Martel. I ain't had no 20 girlfriends. Instead of just being straight up with it, he talks all around it. And so it makes it hard, and it opens up the door. It keeps the door cracked open for people who do want to start problems. And at the end of the day, I hope that ain't nothing ever happened with y'all marriage. And I've said this before, the fact that this show has been on for a good 5 years, and all the best we have is a picture of some bald man's back, that's all we really got at this point. Listen, if it is, it's the best kept secret in Huntsville, okay? Moving on. But it was a moment. I mean, both of them were crying. Both of them were emotional. And I felt that. I ain't gonna lie, I felt it. That they got me on that one. They got me. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. They got me on that one. So, then we have Kimmy and Maurice meeting up with Martel to explain to him why he was second fiddle as far as the invitations are concerned for the housewarming. And basically what Kimmy was letting him know was, she was like, listen, when it comes down to doing things, saying things that create a moment, she said, listen, I've gotten my fair share of strife for defending you and calling you a nice guy. But on the flip side of that nice guy comment is the fact that you do some not so nice things sometimes. And here go Martel. Well, I think everybody can. No, she said, but you more so than others. And of course, they had the flashback to all the times Marceau started a fight. And she said, listen, at the end of the day, you have done things that either you could, she said, there have been some things that you could control and other things that you couldn't. Like, you can't stop everything, and no, you can't control everything, but there have been things that you could control and you chose not to. She gave a couple of examples, but of course the main example was the whole Atlanta situation, and with him putting comments under the Atlanta picture. And at the end of the conversation, he still don't understand the problem. He still doesn't understand why he gets the blame and everybody else seems to get away with stuff. See, Martel is that guy that can never take responsibility. Listen, it doesn't matter if 5,000 people get away with cheating on their wife. The fact that you didn't, take responsibility for what you did. The fact that, because he was like, well, Marceau was the one that posted the picture, and I don't understand why I'm the one getting blamed, but Marceau is the one that posted the picture. Kimmy was clear to say, I have already addressed Marceau. So I talked to Marceau as well. But again, if Marceau and Letitia were divorced and every time they were around each other, it was like oil or gasoline to a fire, a lighter, I think one of them wouldn't be invited as well. And that's the other added element. Yes, Marcel posted the picture, but you added comments which fueled the flames. Because you put a comment and it went from there. So you added to the fire. You add the fact that Melody is going to be there, and you and Melody cannot be in the same room. Like, y'all just can't do it. Y'all can't even communicate effectively as it relates to y'all's kids. I know y'all don't need to be a nobody's daggone housewarming. And he just couldn't get it. Like, he still walked away from that in his feelings and feeling some kind of way as if he was put in a situation and it wasn't wrong, you know, and Kimmy was wrong. But again, once again, just like I always do, I give Kimmy credit for being honest, saying what she has to say, and standing in it. Kimmy is one of those people, she's one of the rare people that will say whatever she said about you, she will say to you. And I can't do nothing but respect that. You don't always have to like what Kimmy says, but you gotta respect the fact that Kimmy will say whatever she said about you, she will say it to you. I gotta respect that. So then we have Tiffany meeting up with Destiny down to the trampoline park, child. Look. Tiffany was trying to tell Destiny that she was coming off aggressive at Stormy. And Tiffany was like, well, I feel like Stormy wasn't saying anything. She was quiet until you said something. Destiny was like, girl, were you at the same party I was at? Because I didn't say nothing. She said, she said, Stormy asked me like 3 questions, like asked me the same question 3 times. And I kept trying to tell her, you need to talk to Melody. She said, as far as me mocking her, that was me just talking back to her the way she was talking to me. She was like, she was talking ghetto. Well, I got a little ghetto in me too. Or hood. I don't think she said ghetto. I think she said hood. And so, of course, you know, they rolled that beautiful beam footage. And she was absolutely correct. Stormy, which I said that last week. That Stormy was the one that kept, she put herself in between Melody's and Destiny's situation. Ain't nobody asked Stormy to add her 2 cents to it. And I didn't feel like Destiny was mocking Stormy. I feel like both of them were being a little immature and silly, but I didn't feel like she was mocking Stormy. I think Stormy is very self-conscious about her accent and how it comes across on camera, but I don't think that Destiny was mocking her accent. That's just my opinion. Not in that moment. I don't think she was doing that. So then Tiffany lets Destiny know that Melody is going to help her find her daddy. And Destiny was like, oh, for real? So that's y'all friends like that now? Oh, okay, cool. All right. That's how y'all doing? That's how y'all rolling? Okay, cool. You know. All right, then. So we get to the housewarming, and Kimmy, you know, she's there, you know, getting the house all set up and everything, and she's letting Jalen know. Now, we find out that Maurice and Kimmy have bought some land. They're finalizing the purchase of the land, and once again, they have 2 different visions of what's going to happen with this land. Maurice wants to have a restaurant with, you know, party rental space. Kimmy was talking about some place for tutoring for kids or something. And Maurice was like, so you don't want nowhere to eat? And Kimmy said, once again, I feel like this is a situation where I told you what I wanted. You heard what you wanted to hear. And now the vision has changed. He was like, well, you said you were okay with it. She said, no, I told you what I wanted. You told me what you wanted, and I just went along with it. She said, why do you do that? Why do you change? You know, I tell you what I want, and you change what it is you feel like I said. He said, well, because I know you better than you know yourself. I can read your mind. No, you don't have to read her mind because she told you. See, reading the mind would mean that you have to hear what I'm saying instead of listening to what I'm telling you. I told you what I wanted. There's no need to read my mind in that. There's no need to interpret anything. I told you. So then they were talking about who they invited to the housewarming, who to the event. And, you know, Jalen was feeling like, well, is everybody going to behave? And, you know, Kimmy was like, well, of course they're going to behave. They love you. He was like, they loved me at my graduation too. And of course they flashed back to the graduation and how that's when Martel and Miss Wanda got into it and Melody walked off and Destiny had to get Martel. It was a whole mess. And so it was one of those moments where it was like, touche, Jalen. Jalen said, I don't know why sometimes I act like, he said, I don't understand why I'm the youngest one in the room and sometimes I act like the oldest one in the room. And I said, you ain't never lied. Because sometimes with this group of people, you are the maturest one in the room sometimes. So Destiny gets there first. Destiny was like, damn, am I early? Kimmy was like, nah, you just on time, girl. And so she brings her gifts, and of course they gotta poke fun at the whole cougar thing from last season with Destiny and Jalen. Um, Next, Stormy and Melody show up, and of course, Kimmy asks Stormy and Destiny could they have a conversation, and she wants to try to, clear things up with the two of them. So they go into the room, and basically you have two hotheads that ain't trying to back down. Stormy was saying, well, you were being aggressive with me, and Destiny was like, well, you were being aggressive with me, and Destiny was like, well, sweetie, you don't think, and Stormy was like, don't call me sweetie, I ain't sweetie, my name is Stormy. Destiny was like, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. Like, you don't feel like your tone. Well, I'm just saying that. Don't be calling me. My name is Stormy. Don't call me sweetie. Baby Destiny looked at Kimmy. She said, this ain't gonna work. And she got up and walked away. And Kimmy tried to stop her, but Kimmy was like, okay, girl. So Kimmy tried to talk to Stormy and was like, you don't understand how your tone changed? Yeah, but that's condescending. Like, she don't have to call me sweetie. Like, my name is Stormy. Don't call me sweetie. I understand where Stormy is coming from. I get it. You're not sweetie. I get that. But the flip side of that is, it was a way you could have said that where it didn't come off aggressive or rude. I don't know what other word. I know people don't like the aggressive word. I don't know what other word you want me to use. So anyway, I thought Destiny was leaving, but she looked like she just went outside to cool off, and she came back in eventually. Well, while that was going on, Marceau and Letitia done showed up. Tisha dressed to the nines because it's date night, honey. I guess they leaving there and they going out to eat afterwards. And her and Melody are ignoring each other, child. They just ignoring each other. And Tisha got up to go to the bathroom, and Marceau and Maurice was like, so this what we're going to do? We're just going to sit here and just ignore everything? We're just going to ignore it? And, of course, Mel was on her phone. She was like, what? And then they said something about, well, your boy ain't here. And they were like, my boy who? Why would you bring Martel up? That's just stupid. I mean, that's just dumb. Why would you bring his name up? And I was like, see, that's why y'all can't be in the same room at the same time. That's exactly why y'all can't be in the same room at the same damn time. So then, Martel actually called this before Melody got there. I said, see, I knew he couldn't let it go. So he actually called to talk to Jalen and congratulate him and all of that. Then he said to Maurice, oh yeah, man, I got something to talk to you about too. Something. I already talked to Marceau about it. Well, come to find out, he's talking about the trip to Atlanta for his wine tasting. Tiffany and Lewis is there talking about something. Yeah, so I heard, I heard about this trip to Atlanta. Tiffany gonna say, I heard Atlanta is a little problematic for y'all. Girl, see, Tiffany, that's why don't nobody like your ass. It wasn't necessary for you to add your 2 cents to that. It wasn't necessary for you to say your 2 cents to that. Girl, you let them handle it, okay? So now, Kimmy was like, see, this is what I'm talking about with Martel. We literally just had a conversation with Martel. He ain't never say nothing about no trip to Atlanta. He never brought it up. Now, all of a sudden, it's this trip to Atlanta that clearly is not, this ain't a good place, good time for us to be talking about no trip to no Atlanta, okay? Because we still ain't over the last trip to Atlanta. Anyway, so while this is going on, child, now they done started playing spades, and it's a black event when somebody say, you ready to get on that spades table, and they slapping cards. Who come through the room? Miss Wanda. Look, this is what I'm gonna say. If y'all gonna stop inviting Martel, y'all gotta stop inviting Miss Wanda. She caused more problems, if not as many problems, as damn Martel does. So she come through and she in her feelings and she mad and she feeling some kind of way about what happened. And she's now mad at everybody. She talking about something, I'm mad at everybody. They were like, what you mean you mad at everybody? I'm mad at everybody because my niece said da-da-da-da-da. Kimmy was like, wait a minute, whoa, your niece. Oh, so your niece, nobody else said, so all of us said something except for your niece. So Marceau is over there talking to Letitia. See, Tisha, this is why people be talking about you using your mama as your bulldog, right? Because Marceau tells Tisha, go get your mother. She over there starting problems. Kimmy invited her. She know what my mother gives. She know what she getting when she invite my mother. So you cool with what your mother doing. That's what that says to me. So mama is over there talking about that she got a problem with everybody, and the next time they want to have something, they want to talk about her daughter, invite her because she gonna have something to say. And Kimmy was like, girl, what are you talking about? She was like, because I got a problem with all these bitches. All these bitches. Kimmy was like, see, Miss Wanda. No, she don't say Miss Wanda. She say Wanda. She say, Wanda, you can have a problem with what happened, but we ain't no bitches. Baby, Jayla was in the back going, Miss Wanda, you not gonna be in. No, I don't even think he called her Miss Wanda either. He said, Wanda, you not gonna be in my house calling my mother out her name like that. You not gonna do that. I said, I know that's right, Jayla. You better check your guest in your house, honey. And that's where the episode ended, because Kimmy was like, we not gonna be no bitches. Because y'all was 3 bitches, I think, at that point. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.